Good morning. Welcome to Mystic Monday Morning Flow. My name is Marina. Thank you for joining me. Let's get comfortable in a comfortable seated position of your choice. You may be lying down on your back as we get started. And start to let everything go and bring your presence back to the breath. Taking some deep belly breaths here. Filling your lungs, filling the sides of the lungs. And let's explore the perceptive nature of time. Let's do a 1 minute meditation with our eyes closed. See what 1 minute feels like this morning as we start our practice. Deep belly breaths in and out. And slowly open our eyes, rub our palms together. Bring your palms to your heart and your belly as you start to set an intention for your class and practice today. And together we'll open our class with our hands together. First, a cleansing breath, followed by the sacred sound of Om. A cleansing breath in. Welcome. Let's slowly start to bring, if you're on your belly, if you're on your back, you may start sitting down as we find some gentle side stretches going from one side and the other, waking that side body. As you lean down, try to look towards the ceiling, make sure the opposite sitting bone stays down. And do this a few times. Inhale as you come up, exhaling as you compress. Couple more times. One side and then the other. Good. Come back to center. Bring both your hands up. Shoulders are down. Rotate those shoulders down. Bring your feet in front of you, extended. Hinge at your hips for a gentle forward fold. You may have a micro bend on your knees here. It's our first forward fold of the practice, so be gentle. And the belly and the belly button are going towards the top of the thigh. Couple more breaths here. Good. As we slowly curl back up and get ready for cat and cow on all fours. And let's take some cat and cows here. New inhale, look all the way up, open the throat, the thyroid area, look towards the ceiling. And then curl the tailbone, chin goes towards the chest, mat, the heels of the hands really pushing against the mat. And let's do this a few times. Awaken the spine. Inhale as you look up. Exhale as you compress and curl for your cat. 2 more. And on your next exhale, find a neutral spine. Bring the right foot out to the side. Come on your side and open towards the ceiling. And here we'll take some openings as we lift the leg up parallel to the ground and come back to center and bring the foot down. So we'll do this a few times. Open, break that back plane, find a small back bend and come back. Kick, that upper leg is kicking towards the back of the room. One more. Next time you do it, hold that leg up and hold. See if you can bring it parallel to the ground. Yes. Find strength in that outside glutes. 2 more breaths. And let's bring it all the way down. Back into a neutral spine as we get ready to do that on the other side. Now bringing that right foot out, no, the left foot out, and opening to the side. First, look towards the ceiling. Find that opening in the side body as we get ready to do those extensions, matched with the movement and the breath. Always the biggest challenge. And every time you come up, try to make sure that leg is parallel to the ground and kicking the back of the room. Open that side body. Find that back bend when you go down. Reach towards the back of the room. Good. And next time you come up, hold. See if that leg can come up more. Hold. 2 more breaths. Kick. Good. And let's come down back to our cat and cow positions. And here, as we have awakened the sides of the body, let's find a side plank on the right side. Here you may stagger your feet so that they're both supporting you. If you want more challenge, you may disconnect the 2 legs so that you find that same parallel top leg that we just did. Breathe here, 2 more breaths. And bring it down. Let's find that on the other side. So now on the left hand, lean your body to the side. If you need to have your knee down, that's okay. Otherwise, make sure that left hip is pushing up. Can you push that left hip up more? Can you try to get on one foot? Find that parallel. Yes, Amy. One more breath. Let's bring it down. Let's find our first plank pose of the day. Proper plank. Holding this for 5, 4, 3, 2, Chaturanga Dandasana, push-up position. Look up towards the ceiling for your first downward dog. Open the throat, upward dog, and flip your toes for downward dog. Let's pedal your dog here. The head is completely relaxed. There's space between the ears and the shoulders. The neck is heavy. The work is coming from the hands and the feet. Let's bring that right leg up. Square those hips, even if it means you're not going as high with the leg. And next time you bring it forward to meet the right hand. Here, find a runner's lunge. Tent your fingers, scissor the legs, knee is not past the ankle. And find that lunge. Next inhale, bring it up to crescent. Find a slight back bend here that's comfortable for you. And as you do with each inhale, reaching up towards the sky, with each exhale, you're finding more space between the hips. And let's find a twist to the right. Find that scissoring action. Allow your right hand to reach the back of your hamstrings. And hold. Breathe. One more breath. Find strength in that back leg. And cartwheel the arms back down for a plank. Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward facing dog. And flip for a downward facing dog. Take some breaths here. Can you shake your head? Find space. The head is heavy, as if your forehead could touch the mat. Find space between the shoulders and the ears as you lift that left leg up. Again here, find an inward rotation of that top leg so that your hips are squared, even if it means not going up as high. Find that left foot coming towards the hand, the left hand. Tent your fingers for a runner's lunge. Your next inhale, lift and prepare to rise towards your crescent. A slight back bend here. And here with each inhale, as if someone's pulling you from the top of your head. Find that levitating motion. But as you exhale, find the scissoring. Find more space. Can that right back leg get stronger and straighter? And let's twist towards the left. Watch this leg. It's gonna do this. Where is that? Let's flip that front palm. Now you can really sense that the hamstring should be extremely activated here. On an exhale, keep finding more space. 2 more breaths. Good. And look forward. Bring the right foot to meet the left. As we prepare for our first balancing pose, of the day. Let's start with pigeon, not pigeon, eagle. Sorry, wrong animal. So lift your arms up, right arm will come under. And let's find some movement in the shoulder here. Yeah. Circles to one side and the other. As you prepare to put your weight towards that left leg, right leg comes out to the side, up, over, and around. As the knee goes towards the right corner of the front of the room. What's happening with the shoulders? Are they collapsing? Can the hands come up a little more? Yeah. Yes. Find your breath here. Very challenging. 2 more breaths. And let's nest this. Gently. And as you inhale, come up. And ego release. Yes. And let's find that on the other side. Both arms come up. Left hand now under. This may feel very different. Let's find those same circles. And find the alignment that feels correct as we prepare to put the weight on that right leg. Left leg comes out, up, over, and around. And here the knee is moving towards the lobby, so towards the left front corner of the room you're in. Yes, can the shoulders come up a bit? We're not nesting just yet. Couple more breaths. We're doing great. And let's nest this. Slowly and gently. And slowly rise. Ego release. Let's do that one more time. So, arms up, right hand under, weight on the left, right comes up, over, and around. If you bring the knee up, you may have more space as you try to get around your calf. Suction your toes on the ground. Find stability. Let's nest it one more time. Challenge the body. And let's slowly rise all the way up. I have beautiful eagles in the studio with me today. Let's do that on the other side. Left hand under. Find that left leg up. So here, see if you can find more height so that the fold on the thigh is higher and therefore you have more space. Slow down the heart rate. Breathe. Find stability as the knee tries to move towards the lobby. strength and its flexibility. Let's nest the eagle for 2 more breaths. You got this. Be patient with yourself and bring it all the way up. Eagle release. Hands to heart center. Bring the right foot, couple feet in front of you. Hinge at the hip as you slowly find a forward fold for pyramid. Here, if you have blocks, this is a great use for blocks to keep the integrity of the spine. Feet are parallel. Find the belly button going towards the top of the thigh. If you need a micro bend in that front knee to protect it, take that. With each inhale, you're extending the spine, and with each exhale, you're bringing the belly button towards the top of that thigh. Couple more breaths here. Good. Slowly rise all the way up in the same way you came in. Find an open position with your legs about a feet apart, slightly pointed outwards as we find our yogi squat. So let's get into it with our hands up and slowly sit into it. Very challenging. Yes. Good. Keep the hands up. Keep that feeling of the spine elongated. Now keep that feeling and bring the hands down. Keep that spine. Yes. This is the feeling like someone's lifting you right here, as if you could levitate at any point. Yeah. And here, bring that right arm under, as you can find either an opening here, or if this bind is available to you, or you would like to use a belt to practice it, it's great. And you can look towards the ceiling. If the bind isn't available to you, right palm on the ground and lift that left arm up and look towards the ceiling. Hip openers, very difficult for men, but super healthy. Two more breaths here. Find that opening. And bring it back to center. Find that neutral spine again. Yeah. Find that length. And here, you may bring that palm down and open. Or if that bind is something you are working on, is available to you, binds can be very helpful in taking the practice to the next level. Couple more breaths here. Great, and let's bring it back gently to center. Let's find that hand, and now we're gonna come out the same way we came in. Oh yeah, great, and let's bring the left foot forward and find pyramid on this side. Again, hinging right at the hip crest. The belly going towards the top thigh. Forget how far your hands need to go. And if you have blocks to assist you, slow down the heart rate, slow down your breath. Bring that belly towards the top thigh with each exhale. Couple more breaths. Now bring the right foot to meet the left and find a forward fold of your choice here. You may hold either elbow, find more weight in that same hinging movement where the hips are directly above the feet. If you have a mirror, you may take a look to see how it looks for you. And on your next inhale, rise all the way up. Hands to heart center. And let's flow. Rise up. Bring it all the way down. Hands on the mat. Flat back. Exhale. Forward fold, hop, skip, jump, or walk to the back of the mat. Find this plank. Hold this for 5, 4, 3, 2, Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward facing dog. Flip the feet for a downward facing dog. Excellent. Bring that right leg up. Open the hip. Draw some circles with that knee to one side and then the other. If flipping the dog is in your practice, this is a great time to try it. Find that beautiful opening with this back bend. Such a whimsical pose. And come back. Let's find that opening on the other side as well. Flip the knee. Draw circles in the air to one side and then the other. And then find that opening if flipping the dog is in your practice. Yes. Great, Tom. Good. Push those hips up. Yeah. One more breath. Let's bring it back. Excellent. Now bring that right foot up and step it to meet the right hand. Set that left heel on the ground for warrior run. Here, put your hands on your hip crest. Where is that pointing? Should be pointing towards the front. If it's not, find more space between the legs sideways. And let's set into a warrior one here. Open into warrior two. Here, again, let's rise with the arms. Find that lowering motion of the shoulders away from the ear. Your sternum will naturally puff up when you do that. And now bring your hands down. And with each inhale, rise. Keep your spine elongated. And with each exhale, enhance and deepen the opening of the legs. Can you lift the right heel off the ground? it down, flip the front palm, reverse your warrior. Find that same deepening of the front leg as you rise out of the hip. Your next exhale, bring the right elbow for a side angle. And we will finish this by lifting the right hand for a couple breaths. When you're ready, inhale. 1, 2. Good, and rise all the way up. Point your toes forward and slightly outward as we find beautiful goddess. That same movement of the legs and of the shoulders. The knee should not be past the ankle. That is the most important. Good. And let's find some bounces here. And when we rise, let's get those heels off the ground. Let's do it. As slowly or quickly as you would like. The slower the better. Can you slightly hold at the top and at the bottom? 5, 4, 3, 2. For the last one, we'll hold for 2 breaths at the top. 1. Let it shake. And 2. Good. Now flip forward to the other side as we find our warrior 1 now on the left side. How is, put those hands on the hip crest. Where are they pointing? Look at mine. They're pointing at the wrong place. I want it this way. So I may need more distance between the legs so that I can accomplish that. Find that distance between the shoulders and the ears. Breathe as you open into your warrior 2. Find space between the shoulders. Let's bring those arms up. Find that distance. And then bring it down. Good. Can we bring that left heel up? Yeah, for 2 breaths. And 2. And release, reverse your warrior. Find that deepening of the hip, that opening. As you exhale into side angle. Look up. Normalize your breath. Take deeper breaths. And we'll lift that left hand up for 1, 2, and 3, and rise all the way up. And let's find chair pose. So feet can be up 2 fists apart or together, depending on how you like taking your chair. Lift your toes off the ground. That may be helpful to find the right alignment. Let's sit into our chair with our hands all the way up. Lift the toes off the ground. Yeah. Now you can align the spine. Don't forget someone pulling you up towards the ceiling. And let's find a twist towards the left, towards the right. Sorry. How are the knees? Is the left knee forward now? They should be aligned. Make that correction. Bring it to center. Now to the other side. Is this what happened? Find that alignment. Find those two knees on the same plane. 2 more breaths. Good. Bring it back to center. And we'll do the same dips we did for goddess. We'll do them here. So we'll rise all the way up, off the heels, and then sit all the way down with a triceps curl. Rise. And do it slowly enough that you can find slight pause at the top and then at the bottom. Allow your breath to help you. Two more. And on the last one, when we rise up, we'll hold for 3, 2, and 1. And hands to heart center. Okay, let's rise all the way up. Hands to heart center. Let's take a couple breaths here. Slow down the heart rate as we continue to flow. Rise up, hands all the way down the mat, halfway lift, hop, skip, jump, or walk to the back of the mat. Let's find this plank for 5, 4, 3, 2, Chaturanga Dandasana, upward facing dog, flip the feet, and downward facing dog. If you prefer to take a child's pose here, but if a downward dog pose is restful for you, you may stay here. And here, I want to invite you to put your elbows down for a dolphin pose. Here, it's as if I could be pushing your upper back. If I was doing assists, your upper back towards the back of the room. And your legs are walking towards your chest. Can you take a few steps, baby steps, towards the chest? As you prepare, this is a great preparation for inversions. Safe, very healthy for the shoulders. Hold this. Let's lift the right leg up. Hold your dolphin. And bring it down. And then inhale. Left leg comes up. Hold your dolphin. Bring it down. And let's find a child's pose here. You may take a drink, sip of water, your forehead towards the floor. Gently close your eyes. Good. Now, find that neutral spine again with tabletop. And we'll do that dolphin one more time. So bring your index fingers are absolutely parallel. Your hands are super strong on the ground. Elbows are directly above the shoulders. As you have this aligned, you may lift, curl your toes under and lift the knee off the ground. and push. Yeah, good. As if I could be pushing your upper back towards the back of the legs, towards the legs, and the legs are walking towards the front. Hold this for 3. Breathe deeply. Let's lift that right leg up. Push more towards the elbows with the elbows. Find that strength. And bring it down. And the other leg. Lift it up. For 1, 2, and bring both feet down. And find that child's pose again. Here, you may come into tabletop. Allow that right arm to rise all the way up and thread the needle. This will feel really nice on the shoulders after the hard work in dolphin. If it's available to you, you may lift that left leg up. Make sure that that hip is internally rotated and squared. Yeah, so rotate your toes down so that they're pointing down towards the ground. Your toes. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that'll keep your hips honest. One more breath. If you have your leg up, you may bring it down. And slowly use that left arm to generate the force for rising. Here, a neutral spine and tabletop. Find that opening on the left side and thread the needle under that right arm. Left shoulder in full contact with the ground. If it's in your practice, lift that right leg up, but keep the toes inwardly and downwardly rotated on that standing, on that up leg, on the leg that's up. Point it down, point those toes down so that your hips can square. Yes. 2 more breaths here. Find contact with that top left foot. That's helping you. And bring it down. From your table top, now we'll rise into plank and take chaturanga. All the way down, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Now bring that right foot all the way up and bring it to meet the right. Now rise into a crescent lunge. And here, on your inhale, you're going to bring that left knee and lift it. Yes, and let's grab that left knee. Good. Find that distance between the ear and the shoulder. Find balance here. From here, I'll show you first. We'll do this a few times. So hips are squared, my toes are pointing down. I could do this and have my feet higher, but I want my hips squared. So we'll go from here into airplane, into crescent, and then back here. Okay, so let's start with the left leg in. Let's find the stability here first. Spine is long. And slowly release the hands. Hands go out to help you with the balance. Toes pointing down. Yep, you got it. Then find the crescent. And rise out of the hip. Conclude this. Get there. Okay, and then the hands come to help you generate that lifting motion. Good. Let's do this a few times. Slowly get into each pose. They're transitions, but ensure that you execute all three. 2 more times. Use that hand to lift. Yes. Good, Tom. Good. All right. Good. Arms go out to help you. Toes are down. Found that stability. Crescent. Last time. So arms come out around it. Yes. Good. Good. And bring that left leg to meet the right as we prepare for our dancer. Here, hand goes out to the side. You may grab the inside or the outside of the ankle. If this is enough for you, make sure the knees are on the same line and hang out here. If you're coming with me to dancer, find that left arm up, hinge, hinge. Strength, flexibility, and balance. That's why this is so hard. It's all three. Find a point that's not moving. Find those toes growing from the back of your head. 2 more breaths. Rise. Rise. Kick. Good. Bring it down. Excellent. You guys are doing great. Find that weight. Now on the right leg. Left palm goes out. Make sure knees are on the same plane here. First, find a strong belly. If you have a mudra in your hand, that will be helpful for balancing as you hinge. Hinge. Look at those toes growing from the back of your head. What a beautiful pose. 2 more breaths. You can do this. And bring it all the way down. Let's do that one more time. Left, weight on the left. Right palm goes out. Find a mudra on that left hand. And hinge. Slow. Again, that same hip movement where the hips are trying to square away with each other. And if you fall, get back on there. This is all practice. Your practice. Find those toes growing out of your head. 2 more breaths. Push. Push. Excellent. Let's do that on the other side. Find the most beautiful version of the pose here. Your most beautiful dancer. Push. Rise. Rise. Excellent. Let's find the top of the mat as we prepare to do that balancing sequence on the other side. Right leg comes up. Shoulders squared. Spine elongated. Excellent. Good adjustment. And here, we'll get ready for our airplane. Toes are down. And crescent. Find this crescent. And as you use your hands to lift you up. Good. Toes are down. Good. Yes. Find that crescent. Arms go out, up, over, and use them. Excellent. Use those hands. Just one more after this one. Good. Good. And bring the right leg to meet the right. Rise all the way up. Hands to heart center. Take 2 breaths here. Rise all the way up. Hands go all the way down to the mat. Halfway lift. Hop, skip, jump, or walk to the back of the mat as we prepare for one more chaturanga. All the way down. Come up. Downward facing dog. Stay here for 2 breaths. And here, you bring your knees towards the ground. Sit on your heels. Hands on the knees. Elongate the spine as we prepare to do some ab work. So here, have both your feet in front of you. We're going to do our favorite boat. So first, bring your heels up towards you a little more. Find your index fingers and your middle finger around your big toes. Can you get those feet off the ground? First and foremost. There we go. All right, hold here. What does this look like for you? And it's shaky, so it's okay to move your feet around, but try to keep your spine a little more static than the feet and legs. Hold. Now you're going to release only the hands. Good. Bring those feet together. Yeah, now let's row. You got it. For 10. Very strong abs in the room with me today. 3, 2, and 1. Release that boat. Find a forward fold. Very different from the forward fold we had earlier. Hinge at the hips. Find that belly going towards the top of the thigh. Face going towards the knee. Now bring that left knee in, so the left foot in to the inside of your right thigh. Look towards that knee that's folded in, and you're going to hinge towards the leg that is straight and find that side bend. You may use either hand, you may use a strap, but ultimately you really want this beautiful opening on the left side body. In a gentle twist, you can use your right elbow to create more of a twist. 2 more breaths here. Slowly rise all the way up. And let's do that on the other side. So, moving the hips and the hip crest, looking towards the right knee completely, and then going sideways. Use that left elbow. Where is that touching? It doesn't matter where it's touching, but it should be used to create that twist. Yes, good. Find that twist. Find that opening towards the ceiling. Can you reach a little more with the hands, as if you're going to grab something that's just out of reach? Yes, and rise all the way up. And bring both feet out, and let's find that boat again. So here, first, get your feet off the ground. Use your hands to help you find balance. They can be straight, they can be folded. It's your own expression here. Try to keep the spine more stable than the bottom of your body. Good. And slowly release just the hands. Bring those feet together. Are they straight? Can they get straighter? Let's row. You got it. 10, 9, 8. You got it. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Find that forward fold. Come up and lie all the way down on your back as we prepare for our bridge. Here, arms are alongside the body. You may find that you can get your hands together and open the shoulders a bit more. And on an inhale, get your glutes off the ground. Here, it's important that your big toe is really pressing on the ground. Forget the other ones. This is the one that's going to give you the force to rise up on the hips. The hips should be constantly going up, as if I had a belt around them, and lifting them up towards the ceiling. Lift. Lift. Clasp those hands. Let's lift that right leg up for 1, 2, 3. Bring it down. Find that hip rise again. Find those toes firmly on the ground as we lift the left leg for 1, 2, 3. Bring it down and slowly undo your bridge. You can bring your knees in for a wind removing pose. You can bring one of them in, massage your internal organs. Make sure the shoulders are still firmly on the ground when you do this. Hold. And let's find that on the other side. Good. And slowly find your way onto your belly as gently as possible. Your hands can be in goalpost. Your legs are together. You can point your feet towards the ceiling with your knees folded in. Yep, as we prepare for a skydiver. So on your next inhale, rise off the ground. Rise, rise. Are those feet parallel? Can they be more parallel? Breathe. 2 more breaths. Push. Kick the ceiling. Good, and lower. Left cheek towards the ground. Find your breath. And for our second set, you can do another skydiver or find your way with me to bow. So you can bring your ankles, your knees in, grab your ankles or your shins or your feet. Find that back bend first. And as you inhale, rise. Are your feet parallel? Is the kicking motion there? As if it could swing you back. Push. Yeah, push. Good. Stay here and try to get onto your right side. Like that. Good. Good. Stretch out the shoulders. We worked so hard on today. If this is comfortable, let's stay here for a couple breaths. Find that sternum moving forward. Good. And slowly, you can use your left hand and gently get yourself back to center. And you can bring your hands alongside you, your right cheek on the ground. As we prepare for one more bow, find those ankles. Find the feet parallel first before you rise. And on your next inhale, rise. Push. Yeah. As if you're kicking a ball with the tops of your feet. Yeah. 2 more breaths. Rise. More height. Yeah. And bring it down and stay here. And now towards the other side. Gentle on the shoulders. But if this is comfortable, let's stay here for a couple more breaths. And slowly using your right hand, allow your body to come back into a neutral spine, arms alongside you, left cheek on the ground. Breathe. Use your hands to help you into a child's pose. Forehead on the ground. Good. And from here, you may take the pigeon variation of your choice. This can be, I'm going to do the regular one, but you can do something on reclining on your back. So find a downward dog here. Right leg kicks up and comes to be parallel to the top of the mat, hopefully touching both your forearms here. If you need a block, you'd be well placed under the glutes here. Look to the back of your leg. Is that back leg straight? Good. This is a pose that we should slowly get in and out of. So be patient with your body here. It may not, it may take a little bit to get into it. Your elbows may be on the ground, or you may find your chest reaching the ground. The movement of pushing that left hip down to square it should be constantly happening. With each exhale. And hold. Is it possible to put the left hip down a little more as you begin to find more space? Two more breaths here. And use your hands under you to carefully bring that right leg back. Find a tabletop first. Adjust that spine. Bring some blood flow back to that hip as you rise into a downward dog. Left leg comes up to meet the forearms. Look towards the back leg. Is it straight? Is it inwardly rotated? Can a block under the glutes help you here? So it'll allow you to move forward with the upper body, which is really nice. Again, that right hip with each exhale going towards the ground, going towards the ground. With each exhale, the spine lengthens, the head goes towards the front of the room. Couple more breaths here. Good. Couple more breaths. As you gently prepare to use your arms and hands to swing that left leg back again, and slowly make your way to lying on your back. Bring that right knee in and twist it towards your left. The right hand is in a T position, so your shoulders are firmly on the ground. That bottom leg is also quite strong. Gaze towards your right. Now slowly bring that right knee back. Let's do the same on the other side. Left knee comes in, left arm is out, perpendicular to the body. As you gently use that right hand to guide your left knee towards a twist. That standing leg is standing, it's strong. Is that left shoulder still on the ground? Good. As we gently prepare for our final and hardest pose, Shavasana. You may choose to cover your eyes, move your clothes around so they're more comfortable. Your feet are naturally outwardly rotated. Hands open towards the sky. And it's hard because we don't like things that are predicated on effortlessness, typically. And that's all you need here. No strength, no balance, no flexibility, just non-doing. So let's do this for 1 minute and see how 1 minute feels now. Shavasana. How did that feel? Slowly awaken the body. Gently start moving and wiggling your toes and fingers. Gently opening your eyes. You may choose to find fetal position on your right side if you'd like to conclude the class in a seated position, or you may lie and choose to stay on your back. If you're in a fetal position, use your hands to gently guide you up. As we prepare to conclude our practice with the sacred sound of Om. First, a cleansing breath in, our hands together. All that I am bows to all that you are. Namaste. Thank you for practicing with me today.